Please give me something good. Right. Left. Minorikawa sprinted down center guy, dodging between the oncoming pedestrians. Out of my way! Can't you people see I'm in a hurry? He stole a glimpse at his watch as he ran. It was just after 1 o'clock. The Burning Hammer sales demo would be getting underway any moment now. He could probably get an interview even if he showed up late. Still, he wanted to get to the venue ASAP to get a feel for things before they got started. The best time to scope out an event was before it started and after it ended. This was something he'd learned from Toyama. Everything he knew about journalism the publisher had taught him. It had been a combative education Minorikawa learned despite himself as the two men constantly butted heads. Oh, give me a break. What's wrong with my article? Minorikawa shouted. His voice was loud enough to carry throughout the editing department. Shut up! I told you to rewrite it, so rewrite it! Toyama sticking to his guns. Minorikawa recalled a scene from the days when the two men had worked at the same newspaper and Toyama was his boss. At the time, Toyama was the copy editor for local news known as the Red Pen Gatekeeper. He would go around checking young reporters' copy like mad. Due to his vigorous efforts, a great many articles never made it to the page. What's wrong with it? Show me what's wrong. All of it. How could it be all of it? Co-workers stared, keeping their distance as the pair screamed themselves right in the face. These arguments had become a regular occurrence, regular enough that everyone had learned not to try to intervene. I put my heart and soul into this piece. Go back and read it again. Read it over and over and it'd still be the same thing. A load of self-importance claptrap. Now go calm down and write me a more neutral piece. Taking either of two opposing sides, the media typically seeks to adopt a neutral stance in reporting the news. Frequently, however, biased reporting still results in one-sided thinking taking hold amongst the general public. In the end, it is up to the individual to make an objective assessment of any news event. Calm down? You must be joking. I write what I feel in my heart. That's the one thing I refuse to back down on. Then it's the one thing that'll keep getting your copy rejected. Aren't you the one who told me to be bold and daring with my writing? Yeah, I did, but I don't remember telling you to write me garbage. By now, Minorikawa and Toyama were practically at each other's throats. Still, despite these almost daily shouting matches, Minorikawa never resented Toyama. Not really. How could he write a piece in a way that would shut Toyama out? Trying to figure that out was how he had developed his skills as a reporter. Up until he quit his position at the newspaper to start his own publishing company, Toyama had been a stubborn old man in the finest sense of the term. Now a dying breed in Japan, the sort who'd be inclined to use knuckles before words to remedy a child's bad behavior. Inflexible but still emotionally brittle. His signature move is to drive a wayward kid out of the house with the exclamation, "You fool! You're no son of mine! I disown you!" Only to wait a while, go find the son who's crying down by the dry river bed, and calmly remember, "Come on, your supper's getting cold." But then, in order to keep his company afloat, at some point he had abandoned all his ideals and principles. It was disgraceful. Just disgraceful. Thinking about it made Minorikawa's blood boil. It rankled him to know that such a pathetic remnant of a man had been such an influence on him. He reminded himself once again that he needed to wrap up his current job as soon as possible. By now, Minorikawa was getting close to the demo site. He increased his speed. He wound up barreling right into someone who was walking into a knick-knack shop. The newly opened general variety store, the place is primarily a second-hand shop with posters inside, proclaiming things like, "We'll take what you don't need and we buy computers at top prices." It was a girl about high school age. She jumped to her feet, then snatched Minorikawa by the collar. "Hey, watch where you're going," she snapped. Her body strength was impressive, to say the least. The chokehold she had on his neck made it almost impossible for him to breathe. He had to do something fast. Sorry, he bowed in an apology. "Take this." He drove a punch right into the girl's flank. Sorry, he bowed his head in apology. He was in too much of a hurry to get caught up in an argument now. But the girl didn't let go. Instead, she tightened her grip. "Look, I'm sorry for not looking where I was going." Minorikawa could barely croak out his apology. "Oh, fine. Let it slide this once," the girl said. She relaxed her hold with a scowl. "Wait, hold on," she murmured. She stared good and hard at Minorikawa's face. "Hey, you're Mr. Minorikawa!" Surprised, Minorikawa gave her another look. "Miku?" "Yeah! Wow, so you do remember me. She smiled with delight, apparently forgetting that she'd just been wringing his neck. How long has it been? She asked. About 5 years, I think. You still doing your bonsai stuff? Nah, she replied. I gave that up. Miku had been Japan's bonsai champion back when she was in middle school. The mention of bonsai likely caused to mind earlier hobbyist, but recently the art is attracting more young people, as are other aspects of Japanese style interior design. Varieties of cherry and maple smaller than normal bonsai are becoming popular practitioners, as are fruit-bearing trees such as plum leaf, apple. There are even spherical balls of soil covered in moss shaped to look like cute little miniature planets with plants growing over the surface. One day local delinquents had vandalized dozens of Miku's bonsai pieces. Aww. Minorikawa had met her when he interviewed her about the incident. I want to get strong, she had said. Strong enough to beat those guys up. So Minorikawa had introduced Miku to an acquaintance of his who ran a martial arts dojo. Well, you sure gotten strong, alright, Minorikawa said. That's the sort of gal I am. Miku handed him a flyer. Oh. It read, Ladies Mixed Martial Arts Pub Bride? A show pub that began as a side venture for a group of female mixed martial arts fighters who were facing financial difficulties. There is an octagonal ring inside the pub, and the rules state that anything goes between the young women who fight inside. Customers are able to take in the fights while enjoying their drinks. Present this flyer for a free drink. Interesting. It's a place where you can watch girls fight in the ring while you have some drinks, Miku said. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Minorikawa could feel himself being pulled in all the wrong directions by the prospect. You should come see one of my matches sometime. I'm the reigning champion, Miku beamed with pride. Wait, you're the champion? Yikes, good thing I apologized when I did. In that case, I'll definitely have to swing by sometime soon. Right now I'm in sort of a hurry, though. Oh, sure, Miku said. Catch you later, then. She headed into the shop as Minorikawa rushed off toward the sales demo. At long last, he arrived at the Noken building where the event was being held. The wall by the elevator was plastered with posters about Burning Hammer. Get it or regret it. As seen in magazines, 100% weight loss guaranteed. This is blatantly false advertising. The messaging was kind of a mess. It felt like they'd been thrown together at the last minute. When Arakawa avoided the elevator in favor of the stairs, rushing up to the event site on the 3rd floor. Emerging from the stairwell, he saw more posters on the wall pointing the way to the sales demo. He followed the arrows to a room deeper within the building. Opening the door, he saw about 50 chairs. Most of them occupied by female attendees. There was a stage set up at the far end of the room, but nobody was on it. It appeared that the event had yet to begin. When Arakawa quickly looked over the crowd. Roughly half the women were somewhat elderly. All of them looked like they could stand to lose some weight. For some of them, at least, that ship had surely sailed some time ago. The crowd gazed at the stage with rapt anticipation. A beverage that allowed you to eat plenty and still lose weight was definitely an appetizing proposition. Does something like that really exist, though? Oh well, Minorikawa was just going to have to wait and see. He did his best to get his mind into journalism mode. Time passed, but the demo didn't start. The audience began grumbling in frustration. Then a heavy-set young woman took the stage and gave it a little bow. It was the girl from the cafe, the one with an amazing appetite. The audience broke into applause, their patience finally rewarded. As everyone leaned forward expectantly, the girl on stage began performing magic tricks. She twiddled a silk hat and pulled a bunch of flowers from inside it. Sparse applause rose up from the crowd. The young woman immediately went on to perform another trick and then another. Ta-da! A coin in her hand became 3 coins as she spoke her magic words. She's not very good at this, Minorikawa thought. Though whether she was good or bad wasn't really the issue. He had a tight schedule to keep. There was no time to stand around watching silly sleight of hand antics. Scanning the room, he spotted a man who looked like he was probably in charge. Minorikawa headed over to him. Hey, you the one running this thing? Well, yes. When's the actual sales demo going to start? Soon? Very soon, yep. In how many minutes? You know, soon. Ask for a number. Just, soon. Real soon. Just getting him nowhere. 3 minutes, Minorikawa declared. He held up 3 fingers to emphasize his point. This thing doesn't start in 3 minutes? If it doesn't start, then what? I'm going to be heartbroken. I'm going to start a ruckus. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to start a ruckus. I'm going to start a ruckus. He kept his voice firm, his words short and clipped. Hey now, no need for that, sir. Just settle down. Who doesn't like a silly little magic show now and then? You've got 2 minutes. Yeah, a minute can't have passed already. 1 minute. Whoa! Just what kind of watch you got there? Tell me why the demo isn't starting. No real reason, really? The man was getting seriously flustered. I wanted folks to get to see a little magic show first. Nope, try again. 30 seconds left. Okay. Alright. What happened is, the required merchandise, what happened to the merchandise? Minorikawa demanded. He gave the guy a dagger stare. It's just, time's up. What? The man's face went pale. About, yeah. I saw that keep out coming from a mile away. It's like, it's all on Tama for that one. Which I actually think I can do right now.